Hey, thanks for tuning in to another Bambino Games Train Simulator 2016 video. Today we're going to be doing career mode, a let's play. We're going to do rest and rehabilitation at Sherman Hill. I haven't played Sherman Hill all that much. We're going to be driving the EMD SD60M Union Pacific. And it's a fairly short scenario that we're going to go through. But let's get to it. All right, here we go. The Union Pacific SD60. Got 3 engines on this consist. What train number are we here? Let's see. That's pretty cool looking. Nice detail. We're train 2254. Nice bright sunny day to take us to Dale. Wow, real bright and sunny, isn't it? Welcome, engineer. You've been tasked with driving this SD60M engine up to Dale. It has just returned from maintenance, and we need to ensure it's running smoothly before running it as usual. You have 2 support engines, just in case. Cool. Well, we should be cool. So let's get going here. So we're going to... Well, I probably should have kept the brake on first, but... I'm using the Microsoft Xbox 360 USB controller, and I'm also using this iPad app, making sure it's working. Well, I guess the iPad app's not working. It's not connected. Let's see if I can make that happen while we're going here. Now it's working. Cool. We don't want to lose time here. We're already a minute behind. So let's get cranking up to 40 as quickly as we can, and then we'll be on our way. Take a look at the yard here. That's a cool shot. Critical to get up to 40 as quickly as we can here so we don't lose time. We're already a minute behind, but that's okay. Let's do a drive-by here. That's really cool. Huge consist. 50 cars, I think, total, somewhere around there. Maybe 40. I find operating the camera with the mouse stick or the joystick on the Xbox 360 controller is much smoother than the mouse. It's a cool panning of that. Oh, now we're speeding. Let's not blow our speed points here, although we're going to make up time, so... Trying to get in the habit of using this iPad application. I want to definitely slow down here because I don't want to tilt here too much. Well, we got a time bonus. That's good. Could use that. Anyway. So, I'm really liking this new method of capturing. Although my laptop still isn't as good as it should be for running Train Simulator. I've got an HP 8540W with a NVIDIA Quadro FX 880M graphics processor. And I won't pretend to know a lot about that piece of hardware, but I can tell you that it's better than the Intel graphics card, but it's nowhere near some of the gaming cards, graphics cards that are out today. So I really would like to upgrade to a new gaming computer. I got this one pretty inexpensively, but I've been looking at a couple of different platforms. I've been looking at the Alien Alpha platform, and that looks pretty cool, though it's really kind of tagged as like a Steam engine, and I do play a lot of games on Steam. So looking at that one, but it's got some drawbacks because you've got that Steam interface mode, and you can run it in Windows native mode. The problem with that is that the graphics card is not upgradable, so you're stuck with the way it is. And my thought is that if you're going to build, or if you're going to have a gaming computer, you buy the best CPU you can, because over the next 5 years, games are going to get more and more graphically intense. So you want to have the best of CPUs you can, because that's more expensive and harder to upgrade usually. Because it's, although maybe in a gaming computer it's easier, but you want to be able to swap out graphics cards, because improvement in graphics, come every year, and as the games get more complex, you want to be able to improve your graphics card capabilities. So the problem with the Alienware Alpha, is it's a cool setup, and it's all, it's a great system for someone who doesn't want to have to worry about putting together a PC, but it's limited because you can't upgrade the graphics card. So that has me pondering buying a more open system that you can upgrade the graphics card. I play mostly simulation games. I think this one is one of the more taxing, because I can tell you, like, I play Flight Simulator, and it doesn't seem to put as much. I should speed up here. Tax on the graphics card as Train Simulator does. Train Simulator, I'm not sure if it's the way it's designed or what, but it just does puts a lot of tax. Oh, there's another train there. Give me two. It does seem to put a lot of taxing on the graphics card. So, so basically, I've been looking into that, and but for now, this system's good enough. It's certainly better than the system I had before. The graphics, while they're a little bit, chunky, you're always going to want to improve it until it looks real world, and the realism is so quick that it's not distinguishable from a computer game. So the human eye and the human brain is always looking for that next step to make it more and more realistic. I was satisfied at 720p a couple of years ago, and now at 1080p, I'm fairly satisfied, but you're always trying to improve it. So anyway, the search goes on for a gaming computer. Now we're speeding again here. Just slow that down. So that's that. But I tell you, it is much more enjoyable playing this game now that I've got a better computer. And now that I'm streaming outside of the laptop with an external device, that makes the gameplay much better too. So, no more Fraps. Fraps was a great program in its day, but as graphics capabilities increased, it just kind of lost its luster, if you will. So now we're on to bigger and better things. Anyway, get our ourselves a nice drive-by shot here. In the field shot. Yeah, I'm racking up the speeding penalty here. That's a nice shot. Let's take a look at the back of the train here. Probably come in a little bit closer. Oops. There you go. Yeah, I love the Union Pacific line. I had when I had a HO layout for quite some time, and it was all built around Union Pacific and Santa Fe. The SD class type diesel, which was kind of cool. It was just an imaginary layout that I made myself. It wasn't duplicating any real world terrain. But I spent lots and lots of time putting it together. In fact, my boys were very young then. And I thought, oh boy, if I do this, they'll get into it. And I brought them down, we would go downstairs and work on the layout, and they would sit there and watch. But they never really gravitated to it. So, but I built a real nice four-track circular layout with a nice yard for switching. And it was all DCC control, which is, if you don't know, it's a digital control system for HO, actually for any scale. It has a receiver in each engine, so you can control movement, speed, and in some cases you can control like the horn, the lights, and stuff like that. I use Cato was the brand of engines that I was using, and so it was a lot of fun. I spent a lot of time building it, and I tell you, it would be really cool in Train Simulator if we had the ability to drive more than one train on a layout or a scenario, or a route, I should say, they call it here. So if I built a route and I had 4 different lines on that route, I could run 4 different trains and switch back and forth between all 4 of them, controlling them like you would in an HO layout. It'd be kind of cool to have that capability. I'm not sure, maybe there's a way to do it, but I haven't figured it out yet. I'm just starting to get into like AI control using the world editor, and I'm able to do some things there, but it's either I'm not up to speed on what it can do or it's limited. There's not a lot of documentation on the world editor, unfortunately. I'm trying to learn as I go from YouTube and forums and stuff like that, because I really do get into the designing of the routes and the layouts, actually more than driving. But like I said, if you're able to build, let's say, your own layout and be able to control it like a real, like a model train system, it's kind of cool, Not that it would have like the same type of interface, but you'd have some sort of mechanism that allows you to have control over multiple engines that were running on that particular route, Now maybe there's a way to do it. I just haven't figured it out yet. So if you know a way to do that, hit me in the comments and let me know, because that's something I'm working on, and I think I'm going to start maybe putting up some videos on as I start to get into building this route that I'm building in Train Simulator. I may start putting up some videos on that too. Like I said, I think once I get more proficient with the world editor, I might do that. But yeah, so because that might help other people. But it's pretty cool. They do have a pretty cool interface for building your own stuff. I'm trying also to get the Shanghai maglev, the magnetic levitation train. I was trying to build my own layout for that, but unfortunately I can't get that thing to work now. I think the DLC that I'm using in the world editor isn't from Dovetail, it's from someone else. I'm not really sure how well that works, but it's just not functioning well. I got to tell you, I'm not real happy with that Shanghai maglev. Maybe it's because my computer's not real fast enough to show off the speed, because when I'm running it at full throttle, it doesn't look like it's going very fast. And like I said, maybe it's just my graphics card and the way it's drawing it on my computer. It just doesn't look good. I mean, I've seen videos on YouTube that look pretty cool, so like I said, it might be my setup, but it's kind of boring, right? I mean, it's basically all automatic control train. I mean, I like to control the train. That's the whole fun of it, you know. It's not like you want to sit in the cabin and be a rail fan. You want to be able to, drive the damn thing, you know. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Maybe they need to have more than, I think they only have one route, or maybe it's 2 routes, but it's not a whole lot to experience with that. Now, Sherman Hill, which is what we are on here, it's pretty cool. It's got different scenarios and stuff. And although I don't think it has a frame room, which is a bummer, but I could probably do that myself. But yeah, so I like Sherman Hill. It's pretty cool. So I tend to gravitate towards the western U.S. routes anyway. Just the scenery and the way they look. Like here, isn't that cool? Just look. The Great Plains of the western United States. Oh, there's a nice shot right there. Let's get that one. Boom. That's a nice shot. So yeah, I spent a lot of time with the HO stuff. My kids weren't into it, unfortunately, but I was. But I ended up breaking it down and selling it all off. Yeah, but luckily I purchased good stuff, so it was easy to sell. I actually even resold the track. I used like that flex track, and I resold the track. But I spent hours and hours on building that layout. It was a lot of fun. And I want to do the same thing in Train Simulator. Here, I'll talk off and speed. Let's slow this puppy down. I don't understand. I'm speeding and I'm still 2 minutes late. It's weird. So, but I'm actually thinking about getting back into model railroading, and but on an N scale, much smaller. You can fit it in a smaller place. I mean, the one I had before was like an L. It was 8 foot by 4, and then another L that was 8 foot by 4. So it was huge. You need a lot of space for it, you know. So I'm thinking about doing that with N scale. Maybe do it up against a wall, like a 20-foot back and forth, 2 lines back and forth, 20 feet. You know, I know it's kind of boring, you know, going in a circle, but you know, it's still kind of cool. And build up the scenery, which is the fun part. For me, like I said, the fun part's building the scenery and stuff. So yeah, so that's maybe a project for the future. But I tell you what, if I had that ability in Train Simulator to control multiple trains, I would probably get my fix at model railroading right in the virtual world. So if you guys know if that's a capability, let me know. If not, if Dovetail is watching, which they probably aren't, but if they are, think about doing that. Pretty cool marketing. If you would probably get the model railroading community instantly as customers if they were able to do that instantly. That is a long ass consist, man. That is long. So that was with the mouse, and this is with the controller. Look how much smoother you can do with the controller. It's like operating a real camera. It's cool. If you don't have an Xbox 360 USB controller for your computer, I strongly urge you check it out for this. I mean, look at that. That's so much cooler. I haven't figured out how to use it to zoom in. I don't think you can do that. That would be even better. But you can just zoom in like this. That's a cool shot. Yeah, so thinking about building the N-scale system would take a lot of time, but it's a lot of fun. Call me a nerd, but I love trains, man. They're just cool. Especially, like I said, the California lines. I don't know, the colors or something. It's just really cool. Look how beautiful that train is. Could be because I grew up near a train track, probably about a quarter mile from my house. You'd hear, in the middle of the night, you'd hear the diesels running on the track. A lot of fun with trains when I was a kid. Never had a cool layout when I was a kid, because I just couldn't afford it. But when I got older and had a little bit more resource, I sure spent some time and money on building the layout of my dreams with HO. So, anyway, trains and boats, two favorite things. I like cars a little bit. I like cars, but trains and boats are my favorite thing. I had a couple boats actually in my life. And it's true, it is a hole in the water you throw money into. There's no question about that. No question about that. Do we have a crossing? Oh, we're speeding again. See, I gotta keep my eye on the frickin'. It's a tractor crossing. Cow crossing. We're still losing time. Even though we're speeding, we're still losing time. 5 miles out of Hermosa. I guess I probably should go over the tasks here. So we're going to Hermosa, Main 2 West. Then we got to go to Dale Junction, Main 1. And then we're going to stopping at Dale, Main 1. That's our last of the 4 tasks. So it's pretty easy. Let's see where we are here. It's a pretty cool route. We're going right there. There we are. We're heading southeast, and we're going down to here, right about here. I think is where we're ending up, somewhere around here. I actually still do have some trains. I have some old brass engines, steam engines that my father-in-law bought, and unfortunately he passed away, and we inherited those, and they're actually really nice. They're Japan made, and I'm not sure the value, but I think they're pretty valuable. He painted them. I remember when he bought them, they were actually, you could see they were brass, and he painted them black. Which would have been cool I guess it would have been cool if you left them, the natural brass color. But they're like super heavy. And I remember running them on my system. They were pretty cool. They weren't DCC, obviously, but so it was a little bit more difficult to run them. But it's pretty cool nonetheless. But if I get back into that, it's going to be N-scale, I think. But I want to focus some time on really learning the world editor in Train Simulator. And there's some great videos on YouTube to help you learn that. I don't know the name of the channels, but do a search on Train Simulator Editor or that kind of thing, and you'll find like tutorials on how to use it. But really, I find the best way to use it is just to dive in and do it. Make the mistakes, figure it out. It takes you some time. It's not the most streamlined design. It's a little cumbersome the way you have to go from module to module, but I guess that's just the way it's designed. But it gets the job done. Now that I just bought a new monitor. I bought a Dell, was it an i24-14H monitor, ultra clear, crisp monitor, whatever the hell it is, ultra sharp. It's a great monitor. So now that I have a 24-inch monitor for this system, I can, have a bigger palette to do the editor design stuff. So I'm working on, like I said, I'm working on a layout. I think I'm going to probably just like duplicate the one that I actually built with HO, maybe a little bit bigger because it's in the virtual world. So, but it'd be kind of similar, and I think that's what we're going to do. It'd be kind of cool. Build my own route. Certainly less expensive than going out and buying all the shit to build an N scale. I mean, the N scale trains aren't cheap either because I guess they're smaller and more hard to design. The Kato engines are pretty expensive. But they look really cool, and they have DCC in them, so they're digitally controlled. But maybe I can get my fix for railroad design right in Train Simulator. We'll see. But again, if anybody has any thoughtful tips on how to run multiple trains at the same time on a route, that would be really helpful to know. I'm going to keep trying to figure it out. And like I said, maybe there's no way to do it. But I wish I could find a manual on the editor because it would be really nice. In fact, I was thinking about writing Dovetail to see if they have one, because having to fumble through YouTube every time you're trying to figure out how to do something is kind of a pain in the ass. So maybe they do. If you guys know of a manual for that, let me know. Yeah, so this iPad app, so if I go to the front of the train, it takes you like all along the whole train. And the same if I go to the rear train view, you have to see the whole train. It just doesn't flip back and forth. But it's still kind of cool just to be able to press the button to do it. All right, 2 miles to Hermosa. We're only 3 minutes over time here, so we spent about 30 seconds in the beginning. Operational error. What the hell did I do? Oh, maybe because I pressed one of the iPad things. Who the hell knows? Oh well. Only a frickin' game. Yeah, so Train Simulator must really tax the graphics card, because I run Flight Simulator on the same system, and it just seems to be a lot smoother than Train Simulator. And there's a lot, I mean, listen, when you're in Flight Simulator and you're flying, it basically all it has to do is draw the sky and the ground. But here I know you're drawing a lot more scenery. So there's, it's pretty intense. But so that could be it. But this game definitely taxes your graphics card. Like I said, if I get a new system, I want to be able to have a very, very fast graphics card to increase the realism. Look at that detail, isn't that cool? Let's do another drive-by here. That's a cool angle. Maybe this is a better angle than that. Yeah, let's try this one. So to do that, what I do is I just angle the camera, the front train camera, and then I just hit this whirl button, and that just basically makes everything go by. It's the free camera. I call it the world camera, but it's the free camera. So we get to see the whole consist here. And then when the last one comes, we'll pan to the left like this. And that's where the joystick comes in. That's a nice shot right there. There we go, free camera. Yes, that's what it is. It's the free camera. I'll tell you one thing about 16, Train Simulator 16. I'm not sure if it's me or the system, but the audio is like a lot louder. Like I have the audio turned down here to like 40%. It is super loud. For me to be able to talk over it, I have to turn it down to like 40%. Alright, so we're approaching Hermosa East. We have had reports of tie damage under the switches ahead of you, so reduce your speed to 30 miles per hour when you cross the interlock. Over? Yes, over. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, dispatcher. So we're going to go down to 30 miles an hour here. So we don't get another speeding error or operational error. We'll just apply some brake to get everything down here. It's going to increase our ETA, but what can you do? Now we are heading uphill here, so let's take the brake off here. Keep it around 35 until we hit the 30 mile an hour spot, which is coming up pretty quick. Take a look around the cabin of the SD60. I'm sure you've seen it before. If not, that's what it looks like. I always tend to go to the mouse. That was with the mouse. This is with the joystick. Much smoother. Get yourself a joystick. I think it's like $40, a lot cheaper than buying that $150 train controller thing for this. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but it's huge. I don't know where the hell I'd put it, and I don't know. I just like having an Xbox controller. It's a lot easier. Look at that, I'm just barely touching it, and I have the sensitivity at like 30%, I think, so I can really have small moves in the camera and stuff. So there you go, pretty cool. Yeah, see, that's where we go, so we're going to want to slow down here. We have an upgrade here, so should slow down pretty quickly, although I'm going to pop a little brake on. Coming up to the tunnel, don't know the name of the tunnel, but we're going to go through a tunnel here shortly. 2 miles outside of Dale Junction, Maine East. Oh, there was a bump. What the hell was that? Let's see what that was. Oh, we're back up to 40 now. Good. Get through our tunnel here. Cab view. There we go. iPad app doesn't work for everything. The lights don't work very well, so we have to check that out. We can increase our speed here. 2 minutes 15 seconds behind schedule. That's okay. I'm sure we'll complete the scenario. We're not going to get a big gold star, but we'll make it through. So that's cool. Sherman Hill's pretty cool. I guess it came out with 2016, and I just upgraded recently to that, so it's fairly new for me. But I like Sherman Hill. It looks pretty cool. Out of the tunnel. That's a cool shot. Don't need our lamp anymore. Doing now at the end of the train here. Did we lose some cars? Seems like we lost some cars, man. I thought we started out with more cars, like 50 cars. Oh, that was the operational error, man. We lost the cars. Huh. What the hell happened? Oh, maybe I uncoupled or something? I don't know if I can trust this. Oh, crap. We're really... Oh, shit, man. I don't know if I could trust this app, man. I think it screwed me. I think it, yeah, when I clicked one of these buttons, need to stop at Dale 1, high priority freight. Okay, cool. Yeah, we know. We got to stop at Dale 1. It's in 2 miles. I don't think I can trust this iPad app. I think I pressed the button. I'm going to go back and review it. But I think I pressed the button here, and it decoupled. Remember I said, oh, what was that shake right before we went in the tunnel? I think we decoupled half our consist, which was the operational. I don't know. I'll go back and check. But I could have sworn that we had a lot more cars on this train than this, like double the cars. Yeah, we definitely did. So we lost them along the way. I'll go back and look. Anyway, I'm recording this live, so I got a time penalty of 2:30. What are you gonna do? But I got to start slowing down here, so we don't get another operational. So I screwed up the scenario. Oh well, what can I say? It's not going to be perfect. I'll get it better next time when I do the next one. I'm not going to get promoted. So it's better probably to come in under power. I don't mean under power, I mean powered. So we're going to be 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes late, 3 minutes late. Yeah, I lost half my train. It's weird. Like I said, I hit a button. I think I hit the... What did I hit? Headlight button? Yeah, so I guess I can't trust this app. Lesson learned. But we're going to post this video anyway, so you can see what a shithead I am. Oh well. Like I said, next time I'll get it done better. We're about a mile outside of Dale, Maine 1. Call the dispatcher, let him know that we're coming in under power, and we should be there momentarily. In about 3 minutes. 2 minutes. It'd be nice if the Xbox had the ability to control all of the controls here, so you still have to use the mouse for like the camera and stuff, but it's still pretty cool. Pretty cool way to operate. Alright. Start slowing down here. There's that train we had to wait for. If we were on time, we'd be waiting for it. Instead, it left before we got here. So, what can you do? Next time will be better. I'm probably going to get fired because half our train's missing. Oh, well. Half mile out. All the DVD players and big screen TVs that we're carrying were lost. They're out on the rails somewhere. I have to go back and get them. Third of a mile. There's our stop right there. So let's start to slow it down. Slow it down. Coming to the end of the scenario. My career is not off to a good start at Sherman Hill. Oh well. What can you do? What can you do? We're going to time it perfectly, hopefully, so we just come right to a stop by the signal. miles an hour, going down to 11 and a half, going down to 10. Just speed it up a little bit. We're almost there. Gonna get past that little walkway. Beep our horn. Beep, beep. Yeah, here we come. We're going to get past that walkway, and then we're going to stop, and then I'm going to go check the video out to see what the hell happened to the rest of my train. Anyway. Oh well, you can don't give me a dislike because I lost half the train, all right? Just hit the like button. Come on, give me a break. And we're almost there. We are there. So we're going to apply the brake. We don't want to emergency stop because we get points off. So let's apply the brake. And we are there. At Dale, Maine 1. And that should be the end of the scenario here. Let's see. Oh, congratulations. Successful scenario completed. Let's see what kind of points we got here. Time penalty of like over 800 points. And let's see what we did here. We got 0 XP. Oh, that sucks, man. But it was fun nonetheless. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button, please, and subscribe. And have a great day.